hops. So let's take a look at the backyard. I guess I should back up a little bit here. This is from our back porch of our house. This used to be all just straight grass across the entire yard. And now we have quite a few things going. So starting right outside the patio, we put our chicken coop to make sure that we could get to those things pretty easily. And there's our guy, little gal's there. And the coop has lots of different compartments. We kind of built it ourselves. It's worked really, really good. The only problem is that we, hello beautiful, we probably built it too good. It's the weight of a tank. So back here in this area we have some different trees. This is a peach tree. It's been struggling since we got in there because we didn't protect it very good, and the roots kind of got dug up. And also around here we have a real problem with leaf curl, and so just the weak little guy is hurt. The white flowering plant behind it, I believe, is a service berry. Over there in the corner is a thistleberry, and on the fence line there, that's some honeysuckle. And if we go back over to the other side, we have a workstation here on the between the compost pile, which is what we were looking at before for the chickens, and the kind of a potting bench we have going on here. On the back side of that, if we go through, we have I think that's a honeyberry, Siberian honeyberry, and that's a deer something or other. It was just some green we put in the yard. Try to go with the naturals when we could, and we weren't going to do food. And there we have a cherry tree, and over in the corner behind the cherry we have an elderberry or two, and a very lovely lilac bush along the front. And across that fence is the hops. It's just starting to come in, and we had put in some pipes from our downspouts to make sure that water got moved far away from the house, seeing that this side of the house is a little higher and wants to tend to drain back in. So let's go look at the yard, and out we go. Have a lot of things in transit right now. We've used this bucket primarily all through the winter to catch water, feed the ducks and the chickens where we can, kind of a supplement. The same kind of thing with this extra bathtub that we got from our bathroom remodel. Looks like it needs a little cleaning out here, but it's extra water source. Keeps it down in the winter. We don't have to have hoses hooked up. So looking at the yard again, we're just going to take a walk around the loop. Here up front we have some blueberries, beautiful eucalyptus tree. I'll tell you, when this eucalyptus tree came in, we didn't really think it was going to survive. It was just so floppy and weak, and don't tie them up. They'll get strong, but they have to fight the wind on their own to get strong. We use these buckets for our muscovies. They work really good. Not too much, not too little. Can keep them out and manage. More blueberries there. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Yes, you are my favorite. Yes, you are. I love you. That's one of our muscovies there. And back to the honeysuckle. This is the peach tree on the other side. This peach tree at one point did really, really beautiful. It's probably the oldest tree in our yard, of the new plantings, and it just hasn't been doing very well. So we tried to let it rest last year. I guess we'll find out from the kids how it does this year. Hopefully we won't be here. This is a nice cherry tree along the back side too. We tried to orient all these trees to the north side of the property so that we could take full advantage of this side for our garden, which we didn't get in this year because, like I said, we haven't done anything for the last year. In between, we kind of just did like this scalloped edge between all of the trees to create like a little nook. Don't know if you can see that very well. The the hope was to have some nice sitting areas like this, and it has become that way. So that's the duck house over there. We just passed that by, and of course bird house in the tree. These birds are our friends, not our enemies. And we have a whole bunch of shrubs and things that we've been trying to get in between the trees. Rhubarb over there. I think we have honeysuckle, currant, and what's the other one? I always forget. Coming around the yard here, our artichoke. The lupine. Lupine is poisonous. Please don't eat it, but it's also really good for the plants. And again, the neighbor's blackberries trying to come through. It's very hard. We put in a birch a couple years ago. We'll see how that goes. I understand that birch sap is really just top notch. And one of my favorites is this black elderberry. I so wish I had a start off of this guy. And lovely, lovely. I love the way this stuff smells. Rosemary over there, always a treat. This black currant just has grown and done wonderful, and there's a grapevine behind it that volunteered from a spit and seeds. Blessed are the seeds. And it's a pretty tasty grape, I have to tell you. And more thimbleberries. This is 3-in-1. Oops, that's a beautyberry. And there's our little friend. Hello, beauty. So a 3-in-1 apple that we had put in several years ago. Moving along, another little nookie area. And then right next to it is a pear tree. And moving along, another little nookie area, and an olive tree. It's a black olive. And then the grapes are starting to come in here. And the raspberries are doing fantastic as always. Going over the arbor. We took out a couple of trees just because we weren't sure with the power lines up there if we were going to have a conflict. A little sad about that. We thought they were going to be smaller trees. And honeysuckle over there. Get lots and lots of hummingbirds. It's awesome. And the arbor with the vines again. So, and that just leads us back to the center here with our garden, which we just really haven't done anything with for over a year. We got a garden in, and then we just pretty much did the minimal amount that we had to do at all last year. We didn't get things put up the way we would hope to, so now it's a little overrun. Gonna be coming out here hopefully and knocking down the big, or pulling out the big rooted items that will be tough to pull out later on. But this has been an excellent little garden. We've just gotten so much out of it through the years. So that's about it. That's a look through the yard. Hope you enjoyed it. It's not its full glory. I wish I could get a hold of pictures from the family and others that have taken pictures along the way of this. Maybe I can and I'll put them in, but it's been a wonderful yard, and it's so relaxing, and it's so wonderful, and it's just a great place to be, and we're so glad that we planted all these things and got it going. Have a great day. Bye.